Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, nestled between rolling hills and lush meadows, there lived a wise old grandmother named Granny Rose. She was known far and wide for her kind heart and boundless wisdom. Her days were spent tending to her small but beautiful garden, where she grew colorful flowers and hardy vegetables. Granny Rose's closest companion was her curious and energetic grandson, Timothy. Every afternoon, Timothy would rush to Granny Rose's cottage after school, eager to hear her stories and help her in the garden. One sunny afternoon, as they sat amidst the fragrant blooms, Timothy asked Granny Rose, "Granny, why do some flowers bloom quickly while others take time?" Granny Rose smiled gently and replied, "Ah, Timothy, life is much like my garden. Each flower blooms in its own time, just as each person blossoms at their own pace. Some may bloom early, while others need more time and care. But in the end, they all unfold into something beautiful." Timothy pondered Granny Rose's words as they continued their work in the garden. Suddenly, he noticed a tiny seedling struggling to push through the soil. "Granny," he exclaimed, "this little plant looks so weak. Will it ever grow into a strong flower like the others?" Granny Rose knelt beside him and placed a comforting hand on his shoulder. "Patience, my dear," she said softly. "Even the smallest seedling has the potential to grow into something remarkable. With love, care, and perseverance, it will find its place in the garden." As the days turned into weeks and the seasons changed, Timothy learned many valuable lessons from Granny Rose. He learned the importance of patience, resilience, and the beauty of embracing life's natural rhythms. Years passed, and Timothy grew into a fine young man, guided by the wisdom of his beloved grandmother. Together, they tended to the garden, nurturing each plant with love and care. One day, as they sat beneath the shade of a blossoming tree, Timothy turned to Granny Rose with a grateful smile. "Thank you, Granny," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "You've taught me so much about life and the wonders of nature. I will carry your lessons with me always." Granny Rose hugged her grandson tightly, her eyes sparkling with pride. "Remember, Timothy," she whispered, "life is a journey filled with ups and downs. But as long as you hold on to love, kindness, and the wisdom of your heart, you will always find your way." And so, in Granny Rose's garden, amidst the laughter of birds and the whisper of the wind, the timeless tale of love, growth, and the beauty of life continued.